At the bottom of the hour, the nation's unemployment rate climbed to 9.8% in September, the highest in 26 years. Chief Washington correspondent Jim Angle looks at the differences in how the dismal economic numbers have been received this year and back in 1982.
President Obama and Ronald Reagan both faced high and rising unemployment, but a new report from the Business and Media Institute finds that one president got a lot more blame than the other.
The mentions of the Reagan administration were negative in 91% of instances, whereas Obama's mentions were only negative 7% of the time, and that's actually 13 times more negative to President Ronald Reagan.
That in spite of the fact that from March to September of both 1982 and 2009, the jobless numbers were remarkably similar under both men. But unlike now, the networks in the early 80s put the blame squarely on President Reagan.
Spokesmen for the Reagan White House are coming to dread each month's unemployment figures because it gets harder and harder for them to explain.
There really isn't any good news in the statistics. All the numbers are bad.
Mr. Reagan's policies aren't just mistaken, they're wicked.
Under Obama, it's been completely different. We've heard news about hopeful signs of the economy, signs of improvement, and hopes that the economy may be turning a corner.
In fact, when the unemployment rate hit 9.4% this past May, as 345,000 more people lost their jobs, some portrayed it this way.
But the number was smaller than economists had predicted, and that's good news.
And President Reagan's problems weren't even of his own making. Fed Chairman Paul Volcker drove interest rates to more than 20% to curb inflation.
That stops commerce, right? It stops people from buying homes, it stops them from buying cars, and most importantly, it stops businesses from investing in equipment and technology and whatever it is that they need to get things going.
Whatever the cause, when does a president own the economy he inherited? In this case, once President Obama pushed through a stimulus and argued it would rescue the economy.
To most Americans, the way they judge the economy is what is the unemployment rate.
Mr. Obama's been in office less than a year, so many still blame the circumstances more than him. But if things don't get better, that could change among voters and even in the media. In Washington, Jim Angle, Fox News.
Florida Democratic